Aparna Kumar, Mrs. Malika Rodriguez, Mr. Surja Kishore, Mr. Ram Kumar Ramurthy, Jaya, and my team at MICA, friends from the media, and distinguished guests. A very good afternoon to all of you. I am delighted to be here today with all of you to share another milestone in the evolution of MICA. This fine institution was established 3 decades ago, as Jaya just mentioned, to nurture creative leaders, to operate at the intersection of marketing, culture, and communication. Creativity, when thoughtfully applied, is not merely an aesthetic pursuit, but a powerful economic force. True creativity is not just born of intelligence, but of imagination. And when our imagination knows no bounds, the impossible becomes infinitely possible. Harnessing the power of artificial intelligence can further fuel this imagination. The world is changing, and so must education. This changing new order demands radical shifts in the way we develop leaders and thinkers of the future. Thus, always ahead of the curve, MICA has taken an ambitious step of setting up a new school within its umbrella. It gives me immense pleasure and pride to announce the launch of the school, School of Applied Creativity at MICA. This school is not about creativity as an art alone. It is about creativity as strategy, as a competitive advantage, as an enterprise. It is about applying imagination to real-world problems and turning bold ideas into purposeful business values. Starting from the academic year 2026, we will offer a postgraduate program in media courses, content, and entertainment. And then, of course, courses in applied creativity and innovation and creative and cultural industries. These postgraduate and doctoral level programs, these are postgraduate and doctoral level programs to cater the need of the country, the growing demand from the industry. We shall also be offering master classes and certification courses immediately. Friends, it is a singular honor and privilege for me to welcome Mr. Shekhar Kapoor, my dear friend and old colleague. We come from the same fraternity. Of course, he was a CA before he came into the industry. But we both belong to the Anand family, if I can put it, in a very holistic way, that I was introduced by Devanand and he's Devanand's nephew. So we have something in common there. So I'm really happy and feel very privileged to invite him here. He is a globally recognized creative genius and an AI philosopher, I believe, as the chief mentor of the school. And I'm really happy to have him on board. Thank you, Shekhar, for coming on board. We now embark on an incredible new chapter in our journey. From a school of communication and marketing to a global center for creativity-led leadership, future-making and human AI symbiosis, a place that ignites imagination. Indeed, imagination is the strategic currency of the future. And I truly believe tomorrow belongs to those who can imagine with capability, courage, and creativity. Thank you so much. Thank you for inviting me. It's a subject that's not so well versed with. I'm not so well versed with, but I'm happy to be here and meet you guys. Thank you so much for being here today.
Whatever I'm doing, whenever I'm doing, whichever way I'll do, what's your career? I never had one. So you're talking to a person who is not a professional at all. Although I was a chartered accountant, I can tell you that. Yeah. which is the lack of creativity. I'm going to argue that the lack of career, the lack of professionalism is the beginning of creativity. Now, deal with that. Okay? All right.
Ambani?
I'm a sort of career-oriented person coming from a small town and abided by whatever the trend was. So, reverting to your question, replying to your question, I think AI has really changed the life today in past at least 18 months. And what it has actually done is, it is asking business people to start thinking differently, how to run their trade differently. As of now, it has been the normal way in which any of the institutions do their businesses. They go on, coming out with new products, or they do something like that which enhances the customer experience. But AI actually has made the business guys think about what is the new way to do the business. And that is playing a very, very critical role where imagination is now become a very critical competitive advantage, because it is asking, it is asking the industries to leave away whatever so far they have thought and run their business. So AI has created, somebody thought about it. So there was now thinking that went to transformation. We are at a state of transformation. So things are getting transformed, right? But the next stage is going to be the responsible AI, and which is going to matter really big time the way AI actually is going to work. Because as of now, ethics, inclusivity, responsibility is still to an extent not there as part of the AI tool. So the next stage will be that, definitely. But it's going to remain. So that's something which has made a huge difference in our life. So that's my take.
I don't know whether I've been as adventurous, but very close to Shekhar. When I was a kid, two problems were my personal problems. One, I didn't want to die, and second, I didn't want to work because I saw my dad very tired after work. So when I grew up, I found something beautiful, which is in credit business of advertising, which is a commune of people who didn't want to work but wanted to imagine. And I feel what AI has done is beautiful. It has called out all the mediocre imaginators for some reason, because we should take a long time to figure out that whether this idea is good or bad, whether this entire piece of work which we are putting out is good or bad. But today AI does it faster. We don't have to take that time. So actually our business of imagination has become better. It's actually become faster, better, and more thrilling, I would say.
Thank you.
Can I say something about AI? Since we've already started talking about it. Okay, AI is the most democratic technology ever. Not since the invention of wheel did we had something like this. But it's a democratic technology because it is going to give the power to the bottom of the pyramid. That's what it's going to do. So, can I tell you a story? Yeah, okay. So the CEO walking in, he's going to make a $10 billion fundraise request in the evening. He goes to his office early in the morning. Nobody's going to be in his office. But the cleaning lady was there. And he walked in and the cleaning lady said, "Sir, I found these papers in your waste paper basket. Are they ready to throw away?" He looks at them, it's his presentation. Now, he looks at the cleaning lady and says, "Where did she get this? And is she a plant by my competitor?" But she's just a cleaning lady. You see her every day. She does nothing but clean the office. Kya pata usko? Kya pata? No, give it to me. He walks towards his cabin. And as he's walking in, the cleaning lady says, "Sir, wo maaf kijiye, lekin aapka jo hai na, wo galat hai." He's like, "What?" He gets upset and he says, "Kya pata isko yaar? Jaane do." He walks into his office, sits down. But you know when doubt sets in? Even if it's the cleaning lady's doubt, he reads it, he realizes something wrong. And on his door, there's a little rap. And from under the door, he sees these papers coming in. From outside the door, the cleaning lady says, "Sir, maine bhi kuch likha, pad lijiye." Why would would he read something from the cleaning lady? But doubt aa gaya na, to padhna padega. So he reads it, and you know what he realizes? She's right. So what's actually happening? AI is happening. That's what happens. Who was he? How did he come to his presentation? He went to Harvard, he went to Princeton. He lived in the world and the economy that just passed away, it's dying. He took it to McKinsey's, paid a few $1 million to McKinsey's, to all the financial experts in the world, and they had gone to Princeton, they were chartered accountants, they had gone to Harvard, and they had given him this presentation. The cleaning lady's head was completely clean of that. She wasn't packed with education. She wasn't packed with yesterday. She learned the art of prompting. He didn't give much attention. She prompted with AI and came up with the solutions. And because she was new to it, she was better. So my contention is, because we are structured in our society, in all organizations, as a pyramid, CEO and bottom. Now, if the cleaning lady, because it's all about ability, the ability that the CEO has, and I'll come to you what both of them have in common, is surpassed by AI. And so the pyramid will fall and it'll come flat. In the flat pyramid, how do we deal with society anymore? Forget creativity. How do we deal with society? Who is the boss? Who's the cleaning lady? Well, both of them have shared the same ability. So what's ability? That's what you just said. Ability is intuition, right? So how, this is going to be a major problem worldwide in every place that we keep. What is intuition? We've forgotten intuitivity. We've gone on to education, we've gone on to ye bada, ye chota, and all that's all going in a flat pyramid. So I don't know, but I can tell you where I'm getting my inspiration from. Do you know these things called the murmurings of the sparrows? We've all seen them, 1,000 birds moving, some like this, some like that. And then suddenly they all move. And when they all move in a group, wo pata nahi chalta hai. Which bird made the choice? Which bird, which sparrow was the leader, which sparrow was the follower? None. And if it's none, we're talking about a flat pyramid. We're talking about the world of AI. So the only thing that holds everybody together is intuitivity. And words that we have lost: trust, love, compassion, intuition. In the world of AI, if we forget that AI is not just the way, I was in some very big, and they were talking about, AI is going to help us deal and understand our consumers. Then I quoted a thing, 40 and rising, 50% of the people in the UK that buy anything are not making the decision themselves. They're making it through their AI. So it's your AI talking to their AI. So how do you even know your customer? You don't. So forget all that. This is a new word that we've all got to use, the consumer. And AI is not just a way to make yourself more efficient. It's a turmoil. It's going to change society for me in a much better way. It's going to make the pyramid flat, it's going to rise from the bottom, because that's where it's needed. The CEOs don't need AI. They're running, they're fine. The bottom of the pyramid, they need it. And because they need it, they will apply their own whole soul and their creativity to it. Their ability is not just the ability. Ability is also passion. Passion is also need. Passion is also what you're desperate for. The bottom of the pyramid is desperate to ride. Now, big brings social, I better stop. But AI is going to create a completely different society over time.